Hi everyone, it's Rebecca at Rebecca's Vintage Beads. So today I'm doing something a little different. Today is my first how-to. I know y'all are interested in making junk journals and journal jewelry, so I thought I would do a how-to on how to make journal dangles the proper way. There is actually a method to making jewelry. A lot of people don't know that there are beads that go together and in a certain way to make the aesthetic of the necklace look proper. The same is included in earrings and dangles. So I will teach you all how I make my dangles, how aesthetically pleasing they are when you do it this way. So let's get started. So most of you are going to work with like a head pin or an eye pin if you want a dangle, right? Okay, but and that works great if you don't have a charm. If you don't have the proper size head pin or eye pin, you can use 20 gauge wire is what this is. Cut you off about 3 inches, and I'm going to show you how to make a loop. Now, when you take your wire, this is how you make earrings. This is how you make your loop and dangles. This is a basic technique that everybody should learn how to use. What I'm using is my round nose pliers. I cut it off with my wire cutters. Okay, so first of all, we're going to take the loop. Let me stand up and make sure you can see me. We're going to take our wire, and I'm going to go down about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to bend it back toward me. Okay, then I'm going to take the wide part of my round nose pliers, and I'm going to go and I'm going to roll away from me. Okay, roll away from you, and then put it in again and roll once more till it meets the base of your stem. Okay, and then I kind of notch it back just a bit. That gives it a good round base. Okay, so this is if I don't have a head pin or eye pin long enough to make the dangle I want to make. So first of all, what I recommend is you do the largest bead first. So we're going to start with this lampwork bead. And the technique of making jewelry is you want definitions of styles of beads. So you want an opaque bead, you want a shiny bead, you want a translucent bead. And when you put all of those together, it makes the jewelry more interesting. And the same works for dangles. So this is a translucent bead. Then I'm going to add a sparkly spacer. Oh, here it is. Now I'm gonna add this. I have another translucent, but it's almost opaque because it's got foil inside. Then I'm gonna add a sparkly spacer. I'm gonna add an opaque bead. So now we have our translucent and our sparkly and our opaque. Okay, then I'm gonna add another sparkly on top of that. See, I'm going from largest bead to smallest bead. Now I'm going to add a crystal and another opaque, but it can read as both. This has little lampwork roses inside of it. So then I'm going to add another sparkly and the smallest bead on top. Okay, there is my dangle. Smallest bead to largest bead. Okay, now I want to make the loop to hang my dangle. Now at this point, you have just made a pair of earrings. Okay, it's simple as that. If you can make a dangle, you have just made a pair of earrings. So go out there and make yourself a bunch of earrings too. Now, I'm going to push this away from me, right? I'm going to cut it about 1/4 of an inch. Right there, 1/4 of an inch. Now I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to roll away from me. I'm going to roll away from me, back it up, and roll away from me. And there you have, oop, hold on. It's hard to do this. Close up. There we go. Now you have a loop at the top of your dangle. Okay, so there is a proper dangle, largest bead to smallest bead, translucent, opaque, and sparkly. Okay, now at this point you can put it on your journal with a bulb pin, or like I said, you have just made a pair of earrings. Okay, not this long, of course. Now, say you have a dangle and you want to attach it. Now, I found out a lot of people don't know, as they don't know how to make a proper loop, they don't know how to open jump rings. So I thought I'd go over that with you. This is a standard jump ring. I'm using one a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm doing, bigger than I would normally use. Normally, you want one kind of the same size as your dangle. So anyway, so I'm going to take 2 pliers. I'm going to take 2 flathead pliers, one on each side. And I'm going to see my ring. I'm going to open it, but not open it this way. I'm going to open it right front to back. So I am opening this jump ring front to back. That's how you open a jump ring. That way it doesn't lose its memory. Okay, add your dangle, put it through the loop, and then use your other plier to close it back, front to back. And that way you lose the integrity of your jump ring. It does have a memory. Okay, so there we go. We have just made a beautiful dangle. You can make dangles in all sorts of ways. You can do fancy bottoms. You can do just a head pin. You can do this one with a fancy glass bead on the bottom. And you'll notice it looks like they're all mixed up. They're not largest to smallest, but actually they are. This is the largest. Going up, this oval narrows the top, and then you have a small bead at the top. So actually it is the same technique. And I'm using an opaque, a translucent, and a sparkly, which is right there. So I'm using the same pattern, only different types of beads. Okay? So there we go. Dangle Earring Making 101. If you like this video, please let me know. And next time we're going to show you how to make a dangle out of a button. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, and by the way, if you like the beads that I use, you can always catch me on YouTube. I do bead sales all the time. See you later. Bye.